Just a quick video to show you how I set up mock scrapes. I typically do this in late July, early August, so this one's a little late, but it'll be fine. So first thing I do is I use a piece of 1-inch rope, tie it up for a licking branch, and then I zip tie a live stick the length of the rope just to keep it stiff. I don't want it swaying around in the wind and blowing around. You put a stick on there with a couple zip ties and it tightens it right up. Knot in the bottom of the rope, fray out about 4 inches, and I'll apply Smokies Preorbital right in that knot, about 2 eye drops worth. That's all it takes to get it going. And I'll take a garden hoe, just my good old hoe, and I'll clear off a spot about 4 foot by 4 foot underneath. I want it big. I want it to draw attention. I want them to smell it, fresh dirt. I want them to know it's there. There'll be deer checking this out probably by this evening in reality. But it's that simple. You want the bottom of that rope to be about chest high. You want them to be able to reach it. I like it a little lower, about 4.5 foot, somewhere in there. One of the things I've learned after keeping cameras on these for a long time is that the deer use them year round, the licking branch. Does, fawns, bucks, every time they come by, they'll stop and work that knot on that licking rope all year long. So I want it lower so that the does and fawns can also work at it, and it just becomes a giant scent post. And of course, I do have a ladder stand set up in that hackberry tree over there, about 17-18 yards, and I just put a camera up that little hackberry tree there to keep an eye on it. This spot naturally draws deer through. It's a river bottoms, but there's a high spot right up through here, and the deer just they run that high spot. It's only about 5 or 6 foot higher than everything around it, but it's just enough that they feel like they're up on a ridge, and they pull right down through there. It's been a good spot to me in the past. I've been wanting to get a mock scrape in here for a couple years and just haven't got around to it. So we're putting this one up today, taking advantage of some light rain. Then I'm going to go right up the high spot here about 80 yards, and I'm actually going to put another one in. And then I'll back out of here and probably won't get back to this place until, I don't know, second week of October, so I'm going to guess. But I like to leave it alone in the early season. It's a small wood lot. It's kind of hard to hunt. You just got to hunt the edge of it. The best deer signs, obviously, back farther in, but this is so small. It's only about 7 acres that you push everything out of it trying to get set up. So I just hunt the fringes. I can slip right into this stand. It's only 15 yards off the edge, nice and easy to get into. And hopefully we'll get some bucks working this scrape and get some good footage. You can see where just a couple plastic zip ties. Keeps that stiff. I even have it zip tied to the limb up here so it won't slide down closer to the tree. And you can see by zip tying it, it still swings a little bit, but it's pretty stiff. It won't flip up and get tangled up in the top of the tree. If you just use a rope without something to stiffen it up, heavy winds will just tangle it up around the limb. And once they can't reach it, they don't have much interest in it anymore.